this is disclaimer. This is not to say that this will never change. This is not to say that, you know, there aren't better days. There's not to say that this kind of stuff doesn't happen.
Hey, it's Jose here to slay. Where for?
But for him, now tell me.
Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and today I pretty much want to talk about relationships. I know I talk about this kind of stuff all the time. It's like really cheesy, but like more stuff came up. Pre-op, post-op, you know, pre-hormones, post-hormones. I want to give you guys, you know, the ins and outs on how I really like mentally feel about men. Pre-hormones and pre-op. Let's just keep it all pre. So for pre, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to guys, it was very hard to have confidence in myself enough for me to be okay with not accepting anything. Like I would just accept anything. Anybody that came my way, I was all for it. When I first started like liking guys for real, has always been, you know, I want a guy that's tall, I want him to be smart, funny, he has to be this, and I had this whole thing planned out on what I wanted in a man. I lost sight of it. It seems a little bit unrealistic. Like when you're out there, you start to learn like, this isn't that bad. Well, I can accept this, and I'll start to do this, and you start to lose sight of actually what you really want. Back then, you wanted somebody that was perfect. Then over the years, you know, going through men and women or whatever you're into, going through those, you know, back to back, you start to change, and you start to, you know, dilute what you want, and you start to be like, it's okay. I'm alright. I'm okay with just accepting this because guess what? If they're gonna accept me, I gotta accept them. Blasey, what have you. But I'm here to tell you, there's no reason to settle. Period. So like pre-op, I was very insecure. I wasn't happy with who I was. I didn't know who I was. I just was like, if they like me, then I have to go for them. I have to give them, you know, just treat them really good. Now, I treat my men pretty much the same. You know, I know how to cook. I'll look out for my man. I'm very, like, caring. I always check on them to make sure that they're okay. I like to do morning text messages, things like that. That was always me. It's always been me, and that's just who I am as a person. That's the kind of girlfriend that I'm in. I am pre-op, pre-HRT, and post. I had my first boyfriend. I took him from his girlfriend. Like I said, very insecure. I'm just taking whatever comes my way. He gave me a little bit of attention, and I'm like, okay, well, he's choosing me over his girlfriend. Boom. Got with him, got cheated on the whole time with his ex-girlfriend, if they were even not together anymore. And whoever else came along deserved it because it was karma. But I settled. I know that that's not the type that I had when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? I can accept this. He's coming my way. If he likes me for me, boom, I need to take what I can get. Like, I just was very insecure. I didn't love myself enough to say, you deserve better. Second boyfriend, stole him from his boyfriend. He was running his mouth saying I wanted his man, which I did not want. But just to prove a point, sis, if I wanted him, I could take him. And I definitely took him. He cheated on me too. Karma. Third boyfriend, we got together. He was very young. I didn't even want him, but I just got with him because, like, we were cool. And I was like, screw it. Like, you know, he's showing me interest or whatever the case may be, and he's talking to me every day. Why not just get with him? Ruin that friendship because he started talking to somebody else because he wound up coming out to his mother. His mother and his grandma did not accept it. He blamed it on me. Boom. He started to resent me. He started to treat me like Asian. He started talking to somebody else, and his best friend told me, yes to your mother, yes to your father, yes you could be together, but you gotta wait for me. The first time I say no, it's like I never say yes. The fourth one, we were tight, like real tight. His grandfather died. He broke up with his baby mother. Like, he kicked her out, so on and so forth. All that happened. So basically, he's a free agent. But I did not want him because we were already friends, and I just wasn't into him that well. But I did like his personality. Like, we could talk about anything. We vibed really well. Long story short, ruined that friendship. He wound up cheating on me. Had twins on me. Crazy, I know, but is it karma? I guess it can be karma, but at the same token, it was God pretty much saying, stop settling, dummy, you dumb fool. I'm sending you these guys to see how strong you are, if you are possible that you can curve them. Or I'm sending them to you to teach you a lesson and show you that you deserve better, because it's going to take this, and this. These 4 guys to make you realize that you are better than what you think. You're more than what you think, and you have more to offer than what you think. After all those heartbreaks, I had to take time to myself, and I'm like, no, I can't do this. This is all pre-op, y'all. So just keep that in mind. I'm like, you know what? No, like, why do I keep getting heartbroken? I'm just gonna work on myself. I need a better me. I need to be a better me. Blah, 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 so have you. Now, I'm not gonna say that in that time of me breaking up with him or being done with him, that I did not talk to guys. I did not try with men. I'm not saying I didn't, because I did. I kept going. It wasn't like I stopped trying to talk to dudes or whatever, but it was always a flop. And I always then I started to realize, like, I'm tired of being played out. I'm tired of looking stupid because it's fucking with my self-esteem. I started to find myself. This is when I figured out, like, I'm transgender. Whoa, baby. Jumped on hormones. You know, after I did research. Don't think that I just jumped into it because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be better for me now. And guys treated me like they liked me, but they didn't want nobody knowing that they liked me. They wanted to date me, but they didn't want nobody knowing, or they wanted to mess around with me, but they didn't want people to know. They'd rather keep a girlfriend and me, and I wasn't with it. If I was a girl, I would be perfect, and this would be a great relationship. Despacito, desperado. They know that I'm not for them, but they're still utilizing, you know how I make them feel. They're still coming around and wanting to be around me and taking all of my energy, my positive energy that I have to offer, you know, and me, you know, cooking for them or laying up with them or comforting them or talking to them when they have any problems. And then when it comes down to being complicated, then they just cut me off. I'm on HRT. Not even a year later on HRT. I decided I want to get surgery a couple months later, and I go and get my surgery. Confidence started to rise, and then I started to figure out what I want to do. And it even affected jobs and everything because I knew that I wanted to do YouTube. I knew I wanted to be on TV. I knew I wanted to be on reality shows. I knew I wanted to, you know, be in the limelight. I knew I wanted to be a public figure. I knew I wanted people to know who Jose was. This is why, like, I'm so adamant about making videos. I done made like 100 and something videos on YouTube. I got 1,400 subscribers, loving it. And I'm back to being monetized, wasteful. And I'm gonna keep pushing when it comes to guys post op. It's the same. They wanna be with me but don't want people to know. They want to mess around and it's the same. Like, I've seen nothing change. Like, a little bit, I get a little bit more attention just because I feel like the hormones fill me out more. So I'm getting way more feminine features as far as like here, you know, the face or whatever the case may be, my skin, my legs, all that kind of stuff was already kind of there, but I'm gaining weight, so I'm filling out. So I feel like that is a part of the reason why they're like a little bit like on it, like, damn, who that, like, who's your friend? Attention is great, you guys. We love, we live, and we lay down for the attention, but girl, once they figure out that you're transgender, then it changes once again. It goes from they want to treat you like a woman, they want to treat you all sweet and nice and so on and so forth. But they find out you're trans, it's like you get hit, you charge, little stuff like that. That following year, I got, you know, back on my feet. Like I said, my confidence level went up, and then like I started to think to myself, like, sis, why are you settling for these men? You do not need to be getting played. Like, you're pretty. Even pre-op, you were handsome. Like, on the looks, you're fine. You're honest. That is very hard to come by. Everybody says that they're real until it's time to be real, and then everybody wants to be fake. So that's how I see that. Like, you find a lot of snakes in the grass, period. I feel like I'm a good person, so I feel like there's no reason why I should be getting hurt by these dudes back to back to back to back. So I started to love myself. I started to love everything about me. Like I said, when it's things that I cannot change about myself, I don't change them, I accept them. I can't change my feet size. I wear flip-flops everywhere I go, and I got my feet out every chance I get. Like, one time, if I'm not at work, I'm not having sneakers on. And I've seen cis women with broad shoulders. I've seen cis women with big feet. If you could change it, change it. If you can't, accept it, move on, get past it. That's just how I see it. Once you start to accept things that you cannot change, you're insecure about, once you start to accept them, you start to be like, okay, well, and? So people be like, dang, sis, your feet big. I'm like, yeah, and when I stop a hoe out, they definitely gonna feel it. Them, their mom, and whoever else under my big feet. Period. Like, that's just how it is. So I just feel like you find positivity in everything that you do. I'm at a different mind space now. I'm not like, I'll take what I can get. I'm like, if you're not what I want, I'm not accepting it. You could be the sweetest person in the world, you can do what I like, but if I'm not attracted to you, I'm not gonna be with you. If I can't connect with you, I'm not going to be with you. If you guys, make sure you do not, this is not just for, like I said, trans women. This is not just for a specific thing. This is for everybody. If a person is not what you want entirely, move on. And I don't know how people want to argue about it and say, oh, well, I've been with my husband for 20 years and, you know, he wasn't my type, but I grew to love him. I'm not with that. No, I need to be attracted to you physically, sexually. That's right off the rip. I need to make sure that I am into you. I can talk to you. I know that I can connect with you. You know when a connection is real, when you can get on the phone with a person and talk to them for 4 hours. Which brings me to my next thing. Talking to that dude or whatever, the one I was talking about that was meeting up with in New York. He's like, I miss you. He's telling me how different I am am from other, you know, either trans women or cis women. I'm just different. Like, I have goals, aspirations. I'm always hustling. I take care of my kid alone. Like, he says, like, so many positive things. Your actions don't match up with what you're saying. I understand that, and all the stuff that you're saying is very true. I do have aspirations. I do have goals. I do take care of my son alone. I am pushing hard towards something new. Like, all of the stuff that you said was true. Yes, it is. I'm very honest. I'm very open. You know, I do this, I do that, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that is very true. Thank you for describing me. Thanks for that description. But that doesn't change the fact if you want me or not. Anybody wants somebody else, you don't even have to question it because you know, you feel it right away. If I have to explain to you I want more attention, that means that you're not into me, and that's period. And it took me until like pretty much just now, like, to realize, like, he's just not into you, sis. No matter how much he bigs it up or whatever. If a man is really into you, he will talk to you every single day. If a man is really into you, sis, you will never second guess how he feels. If a man is really into you, trust me, he will make his way. He has a car, he has a job, he has money. He could have been came and saw me. We're not that far, well, we are kind of far from each other, but he could do it. If I can come to him, he can come to me. Period. And if he don't want to drive, he can take the train. Like, period. It's ways for people to do stuff. He's not into me, and I had to realize that. And, you know, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad that he's not into me because now it opens my eyes. Next, I don't mind being his friend. Trust me, I do not. Like, we can be cool. Like, you can talk to me about your girls. You can talk to me about your next relationship. I am dead cool with that. The only reason why I say that is because we connect. That's one thing that he has that I do like is the fact that we connect. He's kind of similar to me. He has the hustle in him. I cannot be with a guy that does not have a hustle. He does not have, like, no ambition. Like, he doesn't have no future in his eyes. I can't do it. There's a lot of things that I like about him. But if he's not into me, I can't be into him. When he gets worried about something or something, you know, is different or he's scared about something, he just stops talking to me for months at a time, which he's probably doing right now because the last time I talked to him was the day after Pride or the day of Pride, the same day of Pride. I think that was the last time that we talked or whatever, and he has not hit me up. Like I said, if a guy is into you, you will never have to question it. He would blow me up. I could text him if I want to, but why am I initiating? I was doing that. We were talking a day after that same day, but I started the text message. I'm not chasing no man. Love yourself enough to not do these things. Stay away from my pre-op me and my pre-HRT me. Know your worth. First of all, I will never date a dude that doesn't work. Now, if my man loses his job, different. Why are you trying to get with me if you don't even have your life together? You can't come to me trying to be with me and you don't have a job. Come to me with your eggs in your basket. You didn't put your pennies in your eggs. You still setting up. Finish setting up. Meet me when your eggs are finished so we can set them up together. We can empty our baskets out together. That was a good analogy. You cannot come to the table empty-handed and expect somebody to build you up. Because guess what happens? This is what happens. This is what happened to me. You build these men up, you get them where they need to be going, and guess what? They leave you. Because you're their type while they're down. You're not their type when they get up. I love myself enough to not accept the bull crap, and that's period. He was like, you're not like other girls. Like, you don't just come and give it up. You're not like this and you don't do that. And I'm like, I know I'm like that. But apparently that's not what you want. You want what you want. So I'm good, love. Enjoy. You do not have to settle for anybody, but you can love people for who they are, but make sure that you're into it. Because if you're not into who you're falling in love with because they're nice people, you're going to be unhappy at some point. And I mean that. Whether just let them take away something that they've been giving you or doing for you that made you fall in love with them, and guess you'll see how much you're ready to lead a relationship. So if a guy is always paying for something for you or a girl is always paying something for you, whatever, blah, 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 you get a relationship with her because she's very nice, she takes care of, he takes care of, blah, blah, blah. If that happens and then they just stop giving you money, will you still have that same energy, sis? Will you still love this person unconditionally? You'll start to wean yourself off of them because that's not what you wanted in the first place. Don't settle because you'll put people through bullcrap, period. Just don't. At this age, y'all, when you're up to 25 and up, like, at this point, that's when you start to find yourself and you start to realize, like, I deserve what I want, not what people expect me to have. We could be friends. This is what they used to do to me when I was younger. We could be friends, Jose. Yeah, that's where I'm at now. And it isn't to be malicious, it's not to be vindictive, it's not to be doing tit for tat, it's not. Okay, you guys, so I just had to come to you guys and I had to give you that talk. I know it's a little lengthy behind video, but so what? You guys need to hear it. Not everybody talks about stuff like this. Nobody really want to talk about your self-esteem and how you build yourself up and how you learn to love yourself enough to not let people come and walk all over you like a doormat, because you're not a doormat, since you're not a Persian rug. A Persian rug. Period. I just had to let you guys know that you're beautiful. I love y'all. Y'all are the absolute shiz. Okay, thank you so much, y'all, for sharing my video. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you for doing the things that I ask at the end of the videos, every single video. I really appreciate that, because, like, that's building what I want. You guys are pushing me towards what I want to do. If I have some knowledge that I wish somebody gave me, I'm going to give it to you. All the videos at the top, make sure you guys click on those of the past videos that you have missed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button because you will not be disappointed, okay? Turn your notification bell on. It is down here. Turn it on to get everything that I post, because my post is on point. I just want to say that I love you guys. Be true to you. Peace.